Still as a woman, tender, sweeter, my size. Strength is in my tears and healing rays in my cry. Plunging depths of anguish, I determine to strive. My pride and faith uphold me till my courage arrives. Heart so heavy that it breaks. Don't you think now for a moment when I show me I cry, yes, till I rise as an eagle, soaring above every fear we can shine. I go strong and believe that it's all within my reach. Still I rise and rise. Still I'm breathing for the stars. You're still
Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety, please take a moment to locate the exits throughout the theater. In the event of an emergency, please proceed to the nearest exit. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium the President and CEO of the Central Florida Hotel and Lodging Association, Rich Maladecki.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome you to beautiful International Drive, this segment of our tourism corridor, and the spectacular Orange County Convention Center. At this time, may I please invite you to stand for the presentation of colors by today's joint honor guard, consisting of members from Orange County Corrections, Orange County Fire Rescue, and the Orange County Sheriff's Office, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance led by retired U.S. Marine Corps Sergeant Charles Foreman, a Congressional Gold Medal recipient and one of the first of 1,000 enlisted and accepted into the Mount Fort Point Marines, and then followed by the National Anthem, performed by the West Orange High School Bel Canto Chorus, directed by Dr. Jeffrey Redding, the recipient of the 2019 Music Educator Award presented by the Recording Academy and Grammy Museum.
Left turn. Halt. Bodyguard. Halt. Present. Halt.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Order. Halt. Rise. Peace. Forward. Halt.
Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to remain standing, and at this time I'm honored to welcome to our podium Father Miguel Gonzalez of St. James Cathedral for our invocation.
We place ourselves in God's presence as we pray. Most loving and caring Lord, you are the source of all power and might, wisdom and justice. Through you, authority is rightly administered, laws are enacted, and judgment is decreed. As members of a rich, diverse community that make up Orange County, we gather this morning asking your blessings upon our local government and its leaders. Assist Mayor Jerry Demings and all those who serve along with him with your spirit of counsel and fortitude. May they always seek the ways of righteousness by their willingness to serve and tend to the needs of all Orange County residents and its countless visitors. Grant that they may be enabled by your powerful protection to lead our county with honesty and integrity as they seek ways to enhance, care, and protect our well-being. This prayer we make in your sweet and most holy name. Amen.
Thank you, Father. Please, I invite you to find your seat. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's start our program this morning with the introduction of all elected officials. As I call each name, may I ask that individual to stand and please remain standing. And then at the conclusion of all introductions, we as a group will collectively recognize these fine Central Florida leaders. Representing District 46, State Representative Bruce Anton. From Orange County Commission, District 5, Emily Bonilla. Representing District 45, State Representative Camilla Brown. State Senator, District 11, Randolph Bracey. From Osceola County Commission, District 1, Peggy Chowdhury. From Orange County, the Supervisor of Elections, Bill Cowles. From Orange County Soil and Water Conservation, District 4, Dawn Curtis. From Edgewood, the Mayor, John Dowlis. From Orlando, the Mayor, Buddy Dyer. State Representative, District 47, Anna Escamani. From Orange County, the Comptroller, Phil Diamond. Also from Orange County Commission, District 4, Maribel Gomez Cordero. From Osceola County, the Sheriff, Russ Gibson. State Representative, District 30, Joy Goff Mercil. From the City of Kissimmee, Commissioner Olga Gonzalez. Representing Orange County Public Schools Board Member, District 4, Pam Gould. Orange County Circuit Judge, Gisela Laurent. Orange County Chief Circuit Judge, Frederick Lawton. From the City of Winter Park, Mayor Steve Leary. From the City of Maitland, Mayor Dale McDaniel. State Representative, District 48, Amy Mercado. Representing Orange County, the Sheriff, John Mina. Also from Orange County, the Clerk of the Courts, Tiffany Moore Russell. Orange County Commission, District 2, Christine Moore. Orange County Soil and Water Conservation District Supervisor, Daisy Morales. Chief Judge-elect, 9th Circuit Court, Donald Myers. From Apopka, the Mayor, Brian Nelson. From the Town of Oakland, Commissioner Sal Ramos. From Orange County, the tax collector, Scott Randolph. Also from Orange County, our property appraiser, Rick Singh. Orange County Commission, District 6, Victoria Siplin. City of Apopka Commission, Seat 1, Alexander Smith. City of Winter Park Commission, Seat 2, Sarah Sprinkle. State Senator, District 15, Victor Torres, Jr. From the City of St. Cloud, Council Member Keith Trace. From Orange County Commission, District 3, Myra Uribe. From Orange County Commission, District 1, my Commissioner, Betsy Vanderlei. City of Winter Park Commissioner, Seat 4, Todd Weaver. Representing Seminole County Commissioner, District 2, Jay Zembauer. And now may I invite any elected official present today that I did not introduce to please stand. And ladies and gentlemen, let us collectively recognize these outstanding leaders and thank them for their willingness to serve Central Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, these productions would not be possible without the support of our sponsors. Let's recognize the following businesses and organizations. Our presenting sponsor today, the good people at Orlando Health. Followed by our corporate sponsors, Career Source, Central Florida, Clean Tech Services, CP Rankin, Duke Energy, E-Tech Events, Florida Blue, the Greater Orlando Sports Commission, Go Sports, the Heart of Florida United Way, the International Drive Business Improvement District. Those are the ones that manage the iRide trolley. The International Drive Resort Area Chamber of Commerce, J.P. Morgan Chase, Nemours, OUC, Premier Elevator, Ripley's, Believe It or Not, Orlando, SeaWorld Parks and Resorts, Spectrum Enterprise, Tavistock Development Company, the University of Central Florida, Universal Orlando Resort, the Walt Disney World Company, and Wellbro Building Corporation. Additionally, please allow me to thank our audiovisual partner today, LMG. And lastly, let us give recognition to our host today, the magnificent Orange County Convention Center. Ladies and gentlemen, let's thank these fine businesses and organizations for their sponsorship and commitment to our community. At this time, it is my privilege to officially welcome you to the 2019 State of Orange County Address. Thank you.
It's a great day in Orange County. I am standing here today on many of your shoulders. I am committed to working hard every day on your behalf as Orange County Mayor. I believe that our future is bright. I promise to put the people first over politics. We will do so through innovation, collaboration, and inclusiveness that allows our region to remain competitive in a global market space. My top priorities will be on addressing the affordable housing crisis, developing a long-term solution to our regional transportation issues, economic development, and enhancing public safety. We must balance growth by ensuring that we protect our environment and use state-of-the-art strategies. We will build a community that works for everyone so that no one gets left behind. I owe you a debt of gratitude for trusting me to be the 5th elected mayor of Orange County. A poor kid from Washington Shores in West Orlando has now become the Orange County mayor. I hope that my rise will inspire every boy or girl to dream big. And if you work hard and play by the rules, you can become whomever you dream to be. It's a great day in Orange County.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage your Orange County Mayor, Jerry L. Demings.
Good morning, good morning. Welcome to my first State of the County address. Let me begin by thanking all of the program participants today for being here. Also, let me acknowledge my family. My lovely bride could not be here today because she is in Washington, D.C., doing the business of our great nation. However, I do have two of my 3 sons here today, Antoine, Antonio, and his wife, India. They're here in the audience, and love them, thank them for being here as well. Now, to the Orange County Board of County Commissioners, to my fellow Orange County citizens, and to every member of Central Florida, thank you for the opportunity to come and share an optimistic vision of what can be achieved when we begin building our community together. The theme of today's address is, we will build our community together. The 3 pillars on which we will build are innovation, collaboration, and inclusion. It is with these 3 central pillars in mind that I ask you to join me in making Orange County the experimental prototype community of tomorrow. Our individual contributions will achieve collective impact that counties, cities, and communities across our nation will look to as an example of the excellence and a beacon of hope. Our county's fiscal health is strong, evidenced by healthy reserves and outstanding bond ratings. Our current budget is $4.4 billion, and because of our very strong local economy, I have no intention of increasing property taxes now or in the near future. My plan is to continue to be fiscally prudent and transparent in our approach to managing the budget in a way that we can mitigate unanticipated changes in our economy. Our ultimate goal is to ensure our fiscal health as the economy continues to grow. With this in mind, I am confident that the state of Orange County will remain strong. Orange County is experiencing tremendous growth, and it is projected that our population will grow by a net of nearly 1,000 new residents each week. The Orlando International Airport had more air travelers than any city in the state of Florida, with a record-breaking number of 48 million in 2018. This means the demand for new housing and commercial projects will grow. In the first half of this fiscal year, we have issued permits for nearly $350 million in new apartment construction, exceeding all of fiscal year 18 by over $100 million. As we build our community, it becomes necessary to increase our housing units, build our roadways, and expand our businesses. Orange County must improve its permitting processes in order to keep up. Our goal is to reduce residential permit turnaround times to 14 days or less, and our general permit actions to be handled within 24 hours. As we build our community together, we want Orange County to be known not only as a premier place to do business, but ground zero for entrepreneurial spirit and a hub for innovation. We want to be intentional about fostering a culture of top-notch customer service in our Orange County government operations. Meet Pamela Tucker, the Director of Engineering with KGP, and here's her story.
My experience here with the mayor's office and the folks that we've worked with here at the mayor's office has been a wonderful experience. They're very positive, they're very professional, and they're very helpful to get what we needed done. We engineer and are in the process of placing fiber facilities throughout Orange County. Sometimes positive news isn't always heard, and we wanted to make sure we stopped by to thank the permitting office here in Orange County, who's helped us get permits approved in an expeditious manner. So we want to make sure that we let them know that we appreciate the effort in building a process, meeting with us, consistently meeting, and getting our permits approved so that we can do our work.
As we prepare for the 2020 census, building our community together includes making sure everyone is counted and no one is left behind. During this last decade, there was over $400 billion federal dollars made available to communities across America on an annual basis, and $4 trillion since 2010. We want to be sure we receive our fair share of federal funding. In an effort to ensure a proper count, we have launched a complete count committee. The committee plays an integral role in ensuring complete and accurate count of the community. Success of the census depends on community involvement. I ask everyone to encourage your friends and loved ones to participate. And now, I would not be able to do my job without the vision and support of our Orange County Board of Commissioners. They are all passionate and committed to the constituents we serve. I'd like to acknowledge a few of the initiatives they are working on. In District 1, Commissioner Betsy Vanderlee is leading an effort to break ground on a new park in Horizon West. This park will prove to be a model for other parks in the future and will be a county-wide amenity. The planned 220-acre park will be a third of the size of New York's Central Park. when completed. In District 2, Commissioner Christine Moore successfully secured $1 million in state funding for a new entrance to the Wekiwa Springs State Park and other traffic improvement projects that will relieve major traffic issues in the area. In District 3, Commissioner Myra Uribe is focused on introducing a summer literacy program to Title I schools in her district. This program is designed to improve the youth literacy rate. In District 4, Commissioner Maribel Gomez Cordero has championed the construction of Fire Station 87. Because of her efforts, this station will be ready for service in July 2020. In District 5, Commissioner Emily Bonilla participated in a groundbreaking with Advent Health in Waterford Lakes and another in Bithlo, where the community has a great need for medical facilities. In District 6, Commissioner Victoria Siplin is leading the Orange County construction of the Orange County Cultural Center. The new center will be a vibrant addition in Pine Hills, featuring computer labs, offices, a catering kitchen, meeting and event space, as well as social and educational services to help meet the needs of the community. I am fortunate to serve with such a talented team of community leaders. Let's give our commissioners a round of applause. Across the country, communities are struggling with a shortage of affordable and available rental homes for individuals and families, especially low-income households. According to the recently released Affordable Housing Gap Analysis by the National Low-Income Housing Coalition, the Central Florida area is now the worst in the nation when it comes to securing housing affordability. This puts unbearable pressure upon low-wage households. The report indicates that an Orange County resident would need to work 82 hours a week at minimum wage, currently $8.45 per hour, in order to afford a one-bedroom home at fair market rate. Due to the lack of inventory of moderately priced homes, families are often forced to rent. According to the 2016 American Community Survey, over 110,000 Orange County households are spending more than 20% of their gross income for housing. This is a cost burden to our families, forcing them to cut back on other necessary expenditures like food, health care, transportation, child care, and utilities. In 2018, it was estimated that the median home sales price for the Central Florida area is approximately $290,000. The average family cannot afford this price point. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly." Never have his words rang so true than in the situation we now find ourselves. Let me say it another way. If our neighbors and fellow citizens hurt, all of us hurt. It is incumbent upon all of us to arrive at a long-term solution to overcome the challenges we face. Make no mistake, housing affordability is a priority of my administration. And because of our inherent strength as a county, I am confident we will turn this immediate challenge into an opportunity. It is at the heart of what building a community together really means. The neighborhood of Arbor Bend is an example of what can be achieved when we cultivate a culture of collaboration between public-private partnerships.
We're here today celebrating our 2019 Builders Blitz, where 4 local builders have come together and have built 4 homes in 5 days for 4 deserving families. And thanks to Orange County, their inspectors are here and all sorts of amazing people from the county who make all these things run on any given day, not just through a Builders Blitz, are here to make sure that the process is going smoothly. And so at the end of 5 days, they have a certificate of occupancy, which means we can then sell the house to the homeowner at that 0% interest.
It takes a village sometimes to take care of the people in the village, and from an Orange County perspective, we were glad to be able to provide $1.6 million to this initiative, and we look forward to doing many more like this.
Me and my kids lived in a motel room off and on for 6 years, so we lived in one room, so we didn't know what it was to have space, a bigger home. I had to wait about 2 months before I found out that we qualified. And I started the paperwork from there, volunteering. We had to take 17 homeowner classes, and it was a long 2 years, but it was so worth it to get us where we're standing right now.
I really didn't have anything steady, and now knowing that I'm going to be steady, that I don't have to be moving or the rent going up, it's great. Great news. Just want to start decorating. I want to go in and start decorating.
Arbor Bend is truly a sort of private-public partnership with Orange County and Habitat for Humanity, and we are very grateful for that relationship because the county understands that we must come together and partner to build as much affordable housing as possible.
When I hear the stories of these families with these mothers with children who have been struggling and live in some cases in a one-room place for years, it's nothing short of extraordinary for them to now have a home like the rest of us have here in this community. I convened the first Housing for All Task Force, comprised of 39 members from across the Central Florida region and from every walk of life. The goal of the task force is to provide practical and lasting solutions to the housing crisis that impacts our region. We are grateful for Alan Keene and Terry Prather for taking on the responsibility of co-chairing the Housing for All Task Force. Would the members of our task force here with us today stand and be recognized? Thank you for your service, and thank you in advance for helping our community climb to the next level. On the same day of our launch of the Housing for All Task Force, I participated in a fair housing bus tour in recognition of Fair Housing Awareness Month. I, along with other elected officials and community leaders, were encouraged by what is possible in our community as we visited Brixton Landing, a senior affordable housing development. Well, I've heard from many residents that they simply just cannot afford the rent payments that we're seeing here in our community, and with the average sales price of homes in 2018 being $295,000, that simply is just not affordable for many of the people who live here.
We need to tackle the barriers that affect housing affordability, and this is what the task force that Mayor Demings have designated is going to look at. We need to come up with strategies to offset the housing crisis.
The goal of the task force is to promote a transparent system that encourages community engagement and provides practical and lasting solutions to housing crisis in Orange County. To understand what we're dealing with, you got to go to the neighborhoods, you got to go to the places. We have some wonderful projects that are underway now that are shining examples of what we can do even to a greater level here in Orange County.
This year's bus tour is the first time I've gotten to participate on it, and we partnered up with Orange County to tour affordable housing projects in Orange County, as well as educate and advise people what their fair housing rights is.
Today, we had the opportunity to showcase many projects in which Orange County has invested federal and local funds to develop affordable housing. People were very excited to see what Orange County is doing in our community to help the families that need the most help.
You're really hearing the need and how the housing option for them really has impacted their life. And we met a 96-year-old woman, and she was just so happy. She was kissing all of us.
The senior population is a very vulnerable population because many of them live in very poor conditions. And you tour a facility like this, and it's just beautiful. The staff are caring, and if there are more projects like this on the tour, this is going to be awesome because this is a great step forward for Orange County.
Well, we're thrilled that Orange County is focusing and that Mayor Demings is focusing on the issue of affordable housing. And when we put these two communities up, we were filled within 30 days. So this is a great start in refocusing the political body of Orange County and the staff and saying, what can we do to increase the development of more communities such as Wellington and Brixton?
I'm hopeful that the Housing for All project and program will really start to impact the market, and we'll see more affordable products for families.
It's a big crisis in the whole county, but I have to tell you that it benefits disabled, people with disability, seniors. It benefit everyone, and I would love to bring some of these projects to my district.
We will continue through our advisory boards and the new initiative Housing for All Task Force. We will continue this commitment and expand on the progress that we have already made. And our commitment is serious. Under Mayor Demings, we are going to be expanding our focus, our programs, and hopefully get to help more families like the ones that we visited today.
In the next month, we will break ground on a new 96-unit affordable housing complex in Pine Hills. Emerald Villas Phase 2 will provide housing to low-income seniors in Orange County. Together, we will change the narrative around housing affordability and the landscape of housing inventory for our current residents and for our future generations. We look forward to implementing a comprehensive and unified action plan that addresses existing barriers to create and preserve housing that contributes to stable, inclusive, and resilient neighborhoods. Building our community together requires a renewed focus on public safety. We continue to make significant strides in the pursuit of protecting our citizens and our way of life. Thanks to the Orange County Sheriff's Office for leading proactive efforts to reduce crime. Last year, in unincorporated Orange County, crime dropped by 7%. This follows a decade's downward trend. I look forward to working with Sheriff John Mina to add street cops to patrolling our neighborhoods. Through the Department of Homeland Security's Urban Area Security Initiative, we are improving the security and safety of our community. We recently received a $3.5 million award, which will enable us to allocate more resources for public safety agencies to train, prepare, and respond to major critical incidents. We are grateful to Senator Marco Rubio and Congresswoman Val Demings and the other members of our local congressional delegation for their work in securing the resources needed to keep our community safe and secure. Our Orange County Fire Rescue Department is recognized as one of the organizations in the state for its level of training and expertise in emergency response. In fact, one of our very own, firefighter Jason Weed, was recognized as Florida's 2018 Firefighter of the Year. He was recognized for his efforts in the rehabilitation of injured firefighters and for his work in cancer prevention. The Orange County Jail is considered one of the largest in the nation and is nationally accredited by the American Correctional Association. The core mission of the jail is care, custody, and control. Our inmate programs serve as a part of a community solution aimed at crime reduction. Senior Community Corrections Officer Robert Barnett was named as one of 3 national finalists in the 2019 Catalyst for Change Awards program. Mr. Barnett was nominated for his efforts in the groundbreaking inmate construction program, which is offered in partnership with Valencia College and Goodwill Industries. Through the program, we are providing inmates with the skills and training to find employment in the construction field upon their release from jail. We've conducted 12 sessions and graduated over 200 inmates. Now, I'd like to have firefighter Jason Wheat and Community Corrections Officer Barnett to stand and be recognized. Thank you, gentlemen. Like many communities across America, Orange County has experienced an increase in opioid abuse. As we continue to address this epidemic from a multi-jurisdictional collaborative approach, Orange County will be one of the largest counties in Florida to participate in a federally funded overdose mapping strategy. This mapping system will help us focus our public safety and drug treatment programs toward neighborhoods most in need. Last year, our county's first responders administered over 1,500 doses of the life-saving medication naloxone. Every administration of this drug is an opportunity to save a life. Recently, we partnered with Florida Blues Project Opioid that brought together regional leaders to find long-term solutions to put an end to the opioid crisis. Every life is precious, and prevention begins early. There's nothing more important than taking care of our children. We build a community that empowers our children to prosper. With the addition of $20 million in our current fiscal year budget, Orange County is now providing $87 million for children's services. We must not turn our back on our residents who struggle with homelessness. Equally important are our efforts to provide a community safety net for the most vulnerable among us. I recently had the opportunity to tour the Samaritan Resource Center, a place where homeless individuals in East Orange County can receive case management, mental health, and medical services. Through this public-private partnership, the Samaritan Resource Center has seen over 3,000 unduplicated homeless individuals since the center opened in 2013. This year, we received $800,000 in federally funded assistance. Orange County provides services to individuals who are focused on improving their lives by participating in career counseling, adult basic education, job training, job placement, and more. The goal is to increase individual employability and strengthen families. Building our community together means we provide basic standard for the quality of life of all of our citizens. With that principle in mind, now is the time to ensure every Orange County employee earns a living wage within 3 years. It is my commitment that every full-time Orange County employee will earn a minimum of $15 an hour by the end of 2021. The time is right. The time is now for other employers in our community to join me in this effort. A week ago, I joined Visit Orlando and tourism leaders in announcing that 75 million tourists visited Orange County in 2018. Tourism has a $70 billion impact on our region. This was a good indicator of the overall economic health of Orange County. With over 2 million square feet of exhibit space, we are an enviable destination for conventions, trade shows, and business meetings the world over. In 2018, the Orange County Convention Center, where we are today, hosted 184 events, including 1.4 million attendees, with a total economic impact of over $2 billion. Companies continue to choose Orange County for their conventions, which tells us the time is right to build. Our investment in capital improvement projects will make us even more competitive with the expected completion of a $605 million expansion project in 2023. The convention center's north-south building will add a grand concourse, including a new multi-purpose venue, a ballroom, and additional meeting space. Another example of how we will build our community together is our commitment to providing arts and cultural funding grants. Funds derived from tourism help to improve the overall quality of life in Orange County. Working together with our commissioners, we approved nearly $42 million of funding for community projects such as the Holocaust Memorial Education and Resource Center, the Orlando Philharmonic Plaza Live Project, the Orlando Science Center Life Project, the Winter Park Canopy Project, the Orange County Regional History Center. Recently, the History Center received one of the nation's highest honors, the 2019 National Medal for Museum and Library Sciences. They were selected as one of They were selected as one of 10 recipients from 30 national finalists. I believe funding for these types of projects will stimulate, enhance, and support the arts and reach a more ethnically diverse spectrum of our community. A recent ranking from the Wallet Hub publication named Orlando the #1 city to start a business. Luminar Technologies is an example of the caliber of companies we continue to attract. Headquartered in Orange County, the company has grown quickly to become a global leader in LiDAR technology used in autonomous vehicles. They partner with some of the leading companies in mobility, including Volvo, Toyota, and Volkswagen. Thanks to the success of Luminar, 300 jobs have been added here in Orange County, led by the co-founder and chief technology officer, Jason Eichenholz. Luminar is here because of the bright minds and research emerging from the University of Central Florida and its College of Optics and Photonics. The local impact of innovation initiatives in our community is astounding. With over 150 modeling simulation training companies in the region, the Central Florida Research Park is the 6th largest park in the country. Team Orlando reports average yearly salaries of $82,000 and directly employs nearly 2,800 military and civilian personnel. In total, there are approximately 10,000 employees related to modeling, simulation, and training. They have over $5 billion in contracting authority. Building our community together will require a laser-like focus on connectivity, specifically as it relates to our transportation infrastructure. We are fortunate to be part of a dynamic and vibrant community that is growing. People from all over the world come to our region for an unrivaled vacation experience. Others come to the region to make Central Florida their home. From our new terminal at the airport, the intermodal transportation facility, to the proposed Virgin Trains USA expansion into Orlando, and the I-4 Ultimate project, our community continues to grow. While the indicators and fundamentals of our economy are strong, commuters across Central Florida are traveling on congested roadways. By the year 2030, we will boast a regional population of 5.2 million. This brings about challenges that we must face. We all feel the pain of a transportation infrastructure that is over capacity every day. Instinctively, we know this is a problem that will only grow more cumbersome. Our housing and transportation needs are inextricably tied together. The current Housing and Transportation Affordability Index reports that households in Orlando currently spend 53% of their income on housing and transportation. According to the League of Women Voters' most recent transportation report, Central Florida communities waste an average of 46 hours a year due to traffic congestion. Sunrail does not run as often as needed. Lynx bus routes do not meet the current demand. Half of the buses run every hour, with the other half on 30-minute schedules. Lynx has 320 buses, yet Pittsburgh, which is of similar size, has over 700 buses. The total number of buses impacts frequency and connectivity of services. Workers wait in inclement weather to catch a bus and spend hours every day commuting to and from work. This is what Lynx riders had to say.
I ride Lynx every day to get to work, because I work at Universal, and it's like usually a 3-hour ride, but like Lynx is very convenient because it's always on schedule. I live by UCF, so like very far away from Universal, like a 40-minute drive. And since I don't have the transportation or money to be getting Ubers to work every day, it's the bus for me.
Well, my experience with Lynx is the schedule says one thing, but a lot of times the bus is never really on time. And I use the bus on a regular. I mean, I work at 6 o'clock in the morning. Bus is supposed to be there like 4:30. It don't get to like closer to 5.
I live on Sand Lake, and I had to get to iDrive, so it's like a 10-minute drive, but it takes an hour and a half to get to where I am. It's a 10-minute drive, so it takes an hour and a half on the bus. So from President's Drive to iDrive, Perkins, it takes an hour and a half.
I'm retired, and I go to meetings and church and see my friends.
And how long does it take you to get to where you're going on a regular basis?
Oh, an hour.
Every day I take 3 buses, the 443, 106, and the 38.
And where do you take it from, and where do you go?
I take from Lee Road to Rosemont, then here, and then to International.
How long does that take?
Probably like 2-3 hours.
And you take it every day for work?
Every day.
It's a very good overall experience. They take real good care of me being in a wheelchair, and real good with smoking.
What does a typical round trip take you to get from your house to where you're going and then back home?
8 hours. 4 hours here, 4 hours back. If everything works out right, you can do it in 2.
I wish bus ran later, for at least for UCF area, because it ends at like 10, and it's like, I get off at work at 10 sometimes, so it's like, if it run later, it would be nicer for that area.
Well, I usually basically go to all my appointments and the store. It's good. Sometimes the bus breaks down on you, but, it's part of life.
Unlike other cities of comparable size, both Sunrail and Lynx are devoid of a dedicated funding source for operations. If Our goal is to empower every resident and citizen. We will need to provide multiple options for transit, including more buses, more routes, more trains, and a robust network that safely supports our pedestrians and bicyclists. The completion of the widening of I-4 is within reach, and we look forward to the planned high-speed commuter rail by Virgin Trains. New highway construction and rail won't solve all of our problems. The estimates for our growth over the next decade require us to begin to collaborate on long-term solutions that include public-private partnerships. No generations, past or future, are more poised than we are to meet the challenges of today. I am confident that because of our talent, we can arrive at a community-wide solution that will work for everyone. We must collaborate across our region on a range of solutions that will alleviate the pressure on our fledgling transportation network. I am convinced that now is the time for us to seek multimodal transportation options that will increase frequency of public transit so more people will use it. Now is the time to invite our community to consider support of a sales tax referendum to prepare for the future today. I look forward to leading efforts to pass a 1-cent sales tax that will allow us to fully fund a transportation system that can better serve us well into the future. Over the course of the next few months, we will listen by holding public workshops to gain input from our community stakeholders. We will learn the priorities of our citizens and local elected officials, and we will build towards a long-term solution that works for everyone. I've talked about the state of the county and our challenges and opportunities. Going forward, we are building an all-star team of 8,000 dedicated and committed county employees who will play a pivotal role in executing my broad vision for Orange County. I am confident that our talented employees working together with our citizens can accomplish the task before us. As I close, my commitment as your mayor is to do everything in my power to move Orange County and Central Florida forward. To this end, and for this purpose, that we might become the experimental prototype community of tomorrow. We will build a community that is safe and secure. We will build a community that empowers our children to prosper. We will build a community that creates housing for all. We will build a community with a customer service mindset. We will build a community that thrives on innovation. We will build a community that welcomes tourists from across the globe. We will build a community that is prepared and positioned for the future growth. We will build a community that efficiently meets our transportation needs. Now is the time to move forward and to not go back. Now is the time to build a better quality of life, not only for us, but for generations to come. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you and these great United States of America.